My name is Christian Noelle Charles, and I am an artist based in Glasgow, Scotland. I'm originally from New York, Syracuse, New York, 315. I'm from Syracuse, moved to New York City, and then I now live in the UK. I'm the G41 now, or the +44. What a Feeling is an exhibition that I created with Edinburgh printmakers, which is the act of getting ready. It's my first solo exhibition with the Edinburgh Art Festival, a part of like the fringe festivities. It's just amazing. Moving from New York, I kind of knew that I was gonna walk into like a environment that I wasn't familiar with, and it was predominantly white, but at the same time it's like there is a community here, and you just don't see it. You have to just make the effort. And I've grown so many close friends within it. So like I met Sakai Machachi, an artist, a photographer, an amazing person, as well as Alberta Whittle, who is basically a legend now, but like she's like my big sister to me. And I realized the friends that I really solidified in Scotland, if I have that energy with them, it's like literally, I think it's a long-term permanent friendship. Having the salon, it was something that like everyone is familiar with that setup. And it's something that I grew up with all the time. Like I always got my hair done in a salon, and creating something like that for Black women that you don't really see in Scotland especially was really essential to me. I think it's just that everyone takes care of themselves certain ways, and I wanted to see what my friends do. I'm a little nosy in that sense. It felt like it was a special connection for them doing that. So, yeah, because it was, as an artist for me, it was the first time I wasn't using myself, and I wanted to figure out what's the best way to connect with them in a way that we can all relate to. Screen printing, it's really special because it's a present practice to me. When you can just play and maneuver and experiment within that method, it's like I have so much fun because it feels like you're breaking rules. And I can feel like a child again, that I'm literally like almost drawing on a wall, and then my parents would literally like ground me the next day. But like I have that feeling or energy where it feels that sense of freedom. I'm basically kind of mixing to create a particular color scheme, and I guess because of this is a portrait, I want to make sure the skin tone's right. When you're getting into the color scheme of things, it's really exciting. So, so I use this kind of as a base, then I increase into different inks on top of it. So what I'm doing is painting on the screen. This is a unique form of printing called monoprinting. What I love about it is just the unpredictability of the colors that come out and how it comes out into this very unique marbling. Every single one that I do is different. This is a portrait of a good friend of mine, Cassis Agee. This is her act of getting ready, and we're gonna layer her on top. So basically, like in photography, you're like kind of developing the image on the emulsion. So we're using an exposure unit to have bright light beam onto the stencil, and then whatever is opaque, basically black or like dark circles, they will stay on and it will become your stencil. Okay, I'm about to put on water. I'm ready to expose this baby. So basically we expose so that now some of the emulsion has been removed within the stencil area, and seeing like the massive white parts, those were the very black opaque parts, so then those will print through. Yeah. Okay, cool. I see screen printing as a very therapeutic, meditative process because you're moving at a certain pace and a certain rhythm that you're trying to get each print accomplished. And once you kind of find that groove, it's just like a really good flow. My friend Cass is one of the people I did in the portraits in the exhibition. We had a really great conversation about our sense of self-care, but also just like Black sisterhood and what that's important. And for her to be a part of this project was really special. Oh yeah. Hey, hey. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, it's so satisfying. Oh my God, I'm excited. My girl Sakai is coming over today.
How you doing?
I really want to see what she has to say since the opening.
How are you doing?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
I feel like every time I walk in here, I'm like, damn.
It's quite funny because I love the fact that it's like at the salon chair, it's a mirror. So like whenever I come in, I'm always just like, I could just be sitting here getting my hair done, looking at like this image of me, which is like really, really cool. I always like just enjoy looking at it, and the gold, like the way it like shimmers as well. It's like so beautiful.
What did you feel like of like the whole experience, like with the beauty routine and being in the space?
I'm like one of those people who like, if you tell me something, I'm very literal.
Yeah.
So like you said, your morning routine. Here I am, I put all my stuff out, I'm like, I'm brushing my teeth. Like I'm the only one who did that, right? I'm like, why am I brushing my teeth? And I had like the mask.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because it looks mental.
Yeah.
But like when I took the mask off and I did that action of like peeling it off,
Yeah.
that's when you got that really nice
The hands.
Thing with the hands.
The context is for me is like, I wanted to make sure that Black artists are represented in Scotland in a way that how it's grown up in the States. Like you see Harry Belafonte and Sidney Poitier together and how they collaborated, and they document in a way as like a form of history and Black representation.
We're not the first to have done any of the things that we're doing.
Yeah.
But what we stand for right now is like, this is us in this time.
Completely.
And what does that mean with all of its complexity? And like, I think the conversation about being like artists of the diaspora, specifically based in Scotland, is just huge.
And I guess what I realized building the show and doing it with all of you girls, it was literally like to really share that like kind of experience and how it was so rich and valuable.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me to be part of this. It's been really
I'm
great.
so honored and grateful. Like it makes me, and it shows how much I love you.
Oh, love you too, babe.
There's a place where it feels like you're raised, but then you're defined, and I feel like really Scotland defined me as an artist, and being surrounded by various different Black artists in the community throughout the diaspora, it feels really special. It's really showing the magnitude of how friendship's important, family's important, and what you need to have that support system to get through.